Hey campers. All right, now this may look like a standard 320S, but it's not. This is the brand new 2025 320S LITE. So come with me and let's check out this 320 LITE. Here is the perfect simplified version of the tab. Let's check it out. This thing comes in weighing 1,932 pounds with a 242 dry hitch weight, 15 foot 3 inches long, 6 foot 9 inches wide, and 8 foot tall. We have handles on the front, handles on the back to move this thing around. Real diamond plate to protect the front and the body. A 2-inch ball on the coupler, a removable wheel underneath for easy moving, 7-pin round wiring to charge it while you're driving, plus it comes with the electronic brake package, the towing chains, and the breakaway brake. This has a manual tongue jack, spare tire underneath, and inside of the propane box, we also have the 12-volt in so we can hook up a briefcase charger. We now have that split top, so we have 2 different openings up top, whether we want to individually open up that propane cover or just the battery box. Inside the battery box or the compartment where you hook up your battery, you have your battery disconnect switch. That is a 20-pound propane tank in there. They're also held on struts for easy opening and closing, and they are sealed so you don't get water in them. Down underneath we have 4 stab jacks, 1 at each corner. We also have 4 marker lights and reflectors at each corner. 180 watts of solar up top on the roof. Beautiful stargazer window up front. Over on the side we have all of our information on the stickers. Those give us our far points for people, so for visibility it's easy to see us. Here's our 5-gallon cassette toilet. Just pull that thing out and take it to an area to dump. Looking like you're going through the airport. A little wheel on it. Down underneath you have a spot to store gloves or hand sanitizer, deodorizers. In the back is a PVC pipe for overflow if you want to rinse that thing out with a hose. Put this thing back in there. That's called a 5-gallon cassette toilet. We also have 19 gallons of fresh water and 17 gallons of gray water on here. There's also a lock on this now too. Beyond that, we're going into our tires. We have some 235/75R 15-inch tires. They are a standard trailer tire with some beautiful tab aluminum wheels and carbon monoxide. And we have nitrogen inside those tires, which is what the green valve stem means. Over here is our window, our side portal window in the bathroom, and our vent up top. Back here is going to be our 30-amp power cord plug, our on-demand water heater, our water intake system, which we have our fresh water fill over here, which we fill our tank and go boondocking, and then we use a water pump. And then this one is going to be our city water connection when we already have pressurized water, like at our campground or at our house. Down below that is going to be our outside source of water that connects with a quick connect, and then you can spray off your clothes, spray off your kids, your dog, whatever you need to clean off and wash off. Behind that is our furnace exhaust. Here is where we can put in an outside awning or an outside tent. You can get those right on teardropshop.com. These have the nice angled out back end, so when you're towing and pulling, it's easy access. Plus, when you're pulling in from a road to a house, you don't ever hit. Down underneath, we're showing our yellow cap for our outside propane, showing how we have a full enclosed underbelly, so we don't have exposed water lines and water tanks, and that's how it makes it a 3.5 to 4 season camper. We also have a 1-piece aluminum roof, fiberglass sidewalls, very well insulated. Over here on the porch side we have a couple plugs that are individually capped. A nice tubular style step with a light, that awesome 400 door with the extinguisher, garbage, spot for maps, with the beautiful window up top. That's the tab. Down here, we'll show you how we connect the door. This is the 320 LITE edition. And here is where you connect the awning and the tent from this side. And you just swing it all the way around the outside. Here's our amber porch light, our boondock entry door handle, our screen door, our tubular style step, pocket style screen door. In here we have our 2-burner stove with the electric start, stainless steel sink, beautiful front window with the blind and the screen, storage above with a couple screens to hold it in. They try to put shelves everywhere, and we do have lips to hold everything in. Here's our master control switches to turn on all of our lights, to check our levels. Over here is our drawer, and up to the top right there's a switch for refrigerator switch, AC, storage underneath here, perfect to throw like flip-flops and shoes. And we also have that same storage underneath the 12-volt fridge. Now we're going into the wet bath. The wet bath has that 5-gallon cassette toilet, a mirror, a light, a little side portal window, spot to keep our toilet paper dry, the toilet and the sink with a faucet that doubles as a shower head. Alright, now let's go into the bed area where we have a spot for our towel. Over here we have our furnace, our water heater, that's our microwave, a little shelf and a 12-volt fan, 3 speeds in, 3 speeds out, exhaust and intake. Now into the bedding area. I'll show you at the end how that pops down. You can take that right out and turn it into a king-size bed. Over here though, we have our fuse box and breaker box, which is auto detect and can run off any kind of battery. We have our power plugs and charging station, carbon monoxide detector, and underneath this is all of our electronics, so we can't get into that. Over on this side, we can lift that right up, and we have storage underneath with a little sliding shelf and a little shelf in the back. Plus, way underneath there, we have our slots for our bed that I'll show you at the end. Going back old school. That is a Lagoon style table. I'll show you how that works. We have 2 inside speakers, storage in the back with our 30 amp power cord plug underneath, and a couple drawers. They are set down so it holds them in while you're driving and storing. Back here, there is nothing that does not pop up. It's just extra cushion. We have our reading lights in the corners, our speakers in the corners. Each reading light turns white or blue. In the center, we have our charging station, our nightstand with a couple USB chargers and the 110 household outlets. Shelf up top with a lip. Going into the nice cross breeze with the nice windows on both sides and smoke detector. Over here is going to give us our levels for our water, fresh water and gray water. And that is the 320 LITE. Now let's show you how all the rest of the stuff works. It moves around and operates.
Do you remember the pre-2020 days with the old school 320S when they used to have these accordion style pieces of wood that would be your bed frame? Well, that's the way that this one is. What we're going to do is take out our Lagoon style bracket here. And then we want to pop off one of these cushions to get it right out of our way. And now we're going to take this piece of wood, connect the front one right back here. Make sure you keep them all in. And go one by one. It makes it a lot easier. Then what we're doing is just taking our cushions, just like the other 320s, and bringing them right down. And there is our king size bed. And now let's bring it back into the dinette. Again, take one of these cushions right out of the way. We'll take this one out of the way this time. Take this one out of the way, flip it right over like that, because I like that idea. Accordion style, they connect together. They go right underneath. Then grab our cushion backs, cushion back, which have the Velcro on the back cushions. Grab our lagoon style table bracket. I always undo this so I'm not putting too much pressure on it. Connect the leg. There we go. Put the table top back on. And we are all set. Now we have our single bed in the back, our dinette up front, or we can do our singles, single, whatever we want to do. And if you want to see more variations of how you can sleep in this thing, check out my other video with the 320 sleeping variations. All right, we've reached the end of the video, and as always, I greatly appreciate you all for watching. But I want to know, what do you think of the 320S Lite? Or would you rather prefer to get that standard Boondock edition or go with the Black Canyon? If you guys haven't seen the other videos, please check out the channel. I have videos on all those and the brand new release of the 360s and the 360 CS. So check out the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Do me a huge favor, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.